everybody, Paul Humiller, Dream Guitars, and this is a guitar from my good friend Raymond Kraut. Ray worked with Irvin Samaji years ago and has been on his own a long time now and is really doing a beautiful job creating his own voice and his own mark on the guitar world. This is the Mod D, modified dreadnought shape, which grew out of a lot of dreadnought players in the early days of recording a steel string needing more responsive, more expressive instruments than the typical American dreadnoughts they were playing at the time. So Irvin Samaji started to voice guitars differently and came up with more of a fingerstyle voiced dreadnought size instrument. And this of course carries on that lineage, and this Ray's take on this guitar is killer. This is a powerhouse, a really amazing instrument in a couple of ways, which we're going to talk about. First and foremost, it's got an Italian spruce top, and the way Ray builds is the tops are very energetic and very responsive, so you get a lot of big projection, especially off the treble strings. So the treble strings are nice and fat and round. I personally like trebles like that. As a fingerstyle player, I like a melody note that is not thin, but actually really full and resonant, and these are. He does a straight line tuning system here. The strings are fairly straight to avoid any extra catching of the strings in the nut slots, creating pitch problems, so that it tunes really well and smoothly. And then the big thing on this guitar for me is killer African Blackwood. I love African Blackwood, both for its beauty, especially here with the sapwood. He's used sapwood elements in all the right places to make this guitar just naturally stunning. It's just all by itself, the wood makes this guitar gorgeous in my opinion. But it also does something to the tone. African Blackwood has this really, I always use the word haunting, this haunting, beautiful low mid-range that just speaks to me and a lot of people that come in the shop and play African Blackwood guitars. There's just this resonance, this beauty, and this guitar, because of its size, you can get that both with fingers and with strumming. It's really powerful. Greg and I were talking about how big and strong this one is. Lots of bass response. I'm going to play it in drop D today, but even in standard, the bass just really growls. So it's killer guitar top to bottom, really fun to play. And I didn't even mention the artistic details, but look at this gorgeous rosette. Lots of very difficult work to do in a spruce top. Little bits of green accents, which then are echoed around the purfling and a little bit on the back as well. So just these tiny details that a fine craftsman like Ray, is able to pull off and make a guitar like this so special, but yet, understated and elegant as well. So Raymond Kraut, Modified Dreadnought.